Welcome back. Now it's time for the score recap and our introduction of the faculty, coaches, and advisors and guests who are with the teams. Good close match continuing. Fallston, Harford County has a score of 220. They coach Ms. Patricia Story. Thank you, Ms. Story. Our Lady of Mount Carmel is in a tie for first with 250 points. Their coach, Ms. Jennifer Gay. Ms. Gay. Wilde Lake in Columbia also in the tie at 250. We welcome their coach, Ms. Nancy Austin. The principal, Mr. Roger Plunkett. English department superstar, Mr. Josh Kramer. And from the math department, Mr. Charlie Koppelman. Thank you all. Now, teams, moving on into the next round. Each correct answer again with 20. See the lights above the team score if they're on in a row like that. That will show 8 questions in a row answered correctly. 25-point bonus for that. Fallston, you're up, so Mount Carmel select. Mike, which one?
3.
All right, here you are. It's Lisa, Adam, and Matt with their turn in the round. Although the U.S. developed, or deployed rather, Hitler's European actions in the 30s, we did not enter World War II until we were attacked by what non-European nation?
Japan.
Right. A literary scholar would go to Canterbury Cathedral to meet Chaucer's pilgrims, but to what London Abbey to find Chaucer's tomb?
Westminster.
Right. In May 1998, war-torn Afghanistan was hit by what natural disaster that killed 5,000 people and measured 6.9 on the Richter scale?
Earthquake.
Right on the monitor. After salt water has been distilled, the salt is found... well, all right. Well, I'll give you the math question. All right, here's the... Solve for y.
Y equals 9.
That is right. In France, some other goose rhymes are attributed to Bigfoot Bertha, who was the mother of what great Frankish king crowned emperor in the year 800?
Charlemagne.
Right. Someone stranded on a desert island should recall the survival techniques of what shipwrecked Swiss family who titled a J.R. Wyss novel?
Robinson.
That is right. Now let's check this monitor again, see how we do. After salt water has been distilled, the salt is found in which of these places?
Condenser.
Distilling flask. After spending 4 years in exile because of his opposition to his country's military government, Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka has returned to what African homeland, whose largest city is Lagos?
Nigeria.
That's right. 7 out of 8. Fallston, 360 after you're part of it. All right. Mount Carmel is up, so Wilde Lake select. Brian, which one?
2.
Okay, here are Mary, Mike, and Matt. You can't go wrong saying Matt. There's one on every team, I tell you that now. In the Spanish-American War, Admiral Dewey steamed to the Philippines from the fleet's anchorage in what British Crown colony returned to China in 1997?
Hong Kong.
Right. Sic semper tyrannis, the Latin motto of the state of Virginia, was also the phrase shouted by what assassin after he had shot Lincoln? Say again.
John Wilkes Booth.
Right. In 1909, Congress passed the Lacey Act, which was apparently the first federal law to protect what form of wildlife? Avidly studied by ornithologists.
Birds.
Right, on the monitor. Let's see what comes up. Here we go. A sun lamp cannot be made of the same glass that is put in ordinary windows because it would absorb which of these kinds of rays that are responsible for the tanning process?
Ultraviolet.
Right. While the Russian city of Sverdlovsk has reverted to the name Ekaterinburg, it's still right there in the middle of what mountains separating Eastern Europe from Asia?
Urals.
Right. The big bad wolf was defeated by the 3 little pigs. But what other wolf emerged victorious from his combat with Grendel in an old epic poem?
Beowulf.
Right, on the monitor. Simplify this expression, giving your answer in fractional form.
I don't know. Just say 1.
Your answer?
1.
Now, 1/8 is the answer, so no points. 10 down is it? No, just no points. In the 16th century, William the Silent quietly led to independence what small lowlands country still ruled by the House of Orange?
Netherlands.
That's it. 7 out of 8 there. Mount Carmel, 390. Maybe number 1 here for Wilde Lake in Columbia, Maryland. No longer a prison, Alcatraz is now a part of what national recreation area that shares its name with a suspension bridge across the entrance to San Francisco Bay.
Golden Gate.
Right. George Washington was the father of his country, but James Madison was called the father of what document that begins, "We the people of the United States"?
Constitution.
Right. According to Homer, the warriors who fought at Troy were protected by armor. But what legendary hero killed in battle there would have been better off had he worn heavy boots to protect his vulnerable heel?
Achilles.
Right. On the monitor, these 3 elements, which one makes up the usual standard electrode in electrochemistry?
Silver.
hydrogen is that answer. The San Jacinto Mountains are in California, but the San Jacinto or Jacinto River is deep in the heart of what southwestern state where the Battle of San Jacinto was fought?
Texas.
That is right. Wild Honey was the title of the first drama by what Russian playwright who later sweetened dramatic literature with The Cherry Orchard?
Chekhov.
Right on the monitor. Taking positive roots, perform the indicated operation, giving your answer in terms of the square root of 2.
12 root 2.
That's right. My ministers are pro-German, my people are pro-Russian, and I am the only neutral in the country, wailed King Boris in 1941 when he was on the throne of what East European country whose capital is Sofia?
Bulgaria.
That is right. So Wilde Lake 390, the end of the round. This year, Giant Food celebrates the 10th anniversary of Apples for the Students Plus. To date, over 200,000 computers, CD-ROMs, software packages, TVs and VCRs, microscopes, telescopes, calculators, and other educational equipment have been awarded to elementary and secondary schools. That's over $52 million worth of equipment. And Giant will continue to offer Apples for the Students Plus to over 3,200 schools. To earn computers or other valuable educational equipment for your school, remember to save your special Apples for the Students 10th Anniversary register tapes from Giant and send them to your school. And look for double credit items in your store to earn more equipment for your school even faster. Look for Giant associates wearing these Apples for the Students Plus ribbons, or pick up an Apples for the Students Plus flyer at your local Giant. And in addition, all of today's contestants will receive this school assignment planner, provided courtesy of Giant's Apples for the Students Plus and Premier School Agenda. Well, the scores have stayed in proportion before we get to the grab bag. I think each team had 7 out of 8. Let's check it again. Still nice and close. Fallston 360. The tie for first remains. Mount Carmel 390. Wilde Lake 390. The grab bag will decide it. Each correct answer worth 20 to the team, 20 off for a wrong answer. Visual questions, 30 points up or down. In order to get the gopher wood required for his ark, Noah might have visited what gopher state flooded today by Viking football fans? Wilde Lake.
Minnesota.
That's right. Over the last 30 years, there has been a sizable decrease in the average American's consumption of what nutritious beverage, sometimes referred to as cow juice? Wilde Lake.
Milk.
Milk is right. If a line joining the midpoints of the two legs of a right triangle is 5 inches long, how long is the hypotenuse of the right triangle? 10 inches on the monitor. This wood carving depicts the face of Henri Christophe, who in 1811 crowned himself king of what French-speaking country? Wilde Lake.
Haiti.
That's good. 30 points there. Modern safety laws would have made Ben-Hur wear a helmet and install seat belts in what two-wheeled vehicle? Wilde Lake.
Chariot.
Right. Over $2 million was recently paid for the oldest surviving copy of the work of an ancient Greek mathematician scientist. Fallston.
Pythagoras.
Archimedes, whose famous principle involved water displacement. 20 down. After the conductor, the leader of a symphony orchestra is its concertmaster, a musician who almost always plays what stringed instrument? Fallston.
Violin.
That's right. The monitor, a 30-pointer. This is a copy of what 1862 congressional act that promised free federal land? Mount Carmel.
Homestead Act.
Right, 30 points. A complete encyclopedia was thoroughly read at the age of 12 by what French physicist who founded the study? Mount Carmel.
Louis Pasteur.
Ampere, the study of electrodynamics, and gave his name to a measure of electric current. 20 down. While her suitors weaved drunkenly through the courtyard, what wife of Odysseus?
Penelope.
Penelope weaved on a loom all day. Although the old ship Constitution is birthed in Massachusetts, the Constitution state is which one?
Connecticut.
Connecticut is right. The monitor, 30-pointer. Luckily, the FBI captured the Nazi saboteurs who landed on Long Island with these boxes of explosives in what second year of American participation in all right, Wilde Lake.
1943.
Actually, 42 in World War II, 42, so 30 down. You would expect the ancient Roman hero Horatius to be an expert player at what card game which also names the structure he defended from the Etruscans? Bridge is the answer. Old Yeller might share a kennel with what other fictional dog that was the main character in Jack London's All Right to Alice?
White Fang.
Your answer?
White Fang.
Buck in Call of the Wild, 20 down. On a map, 1/2 inch represents 10 miles. Two cities are 5 inches apart on the map. Wilde.
20.
They're 100 miles apart in reality, 20 down. December is the last month of the year, but last alphabetically is what month in which autumn begins. Wilde.
September.
That's right. Long before Freud, what biblical character interpreted a dream in which 7... All right, Fallston. Your answer?
No.
Joseph?
Joseph is right, and there's the end of the game.
Computers are really smart. They're
10 years ago, Giant talked to these kids about computers.
You save giant receipts and you get computers.
Now they're talking about the future,
The whole world's like digitized now.
their future.
When I grow up, I'm definitely looking for a medical career.
My big dream, scientist.
I see myself as a lawyer.
Apples for the Students Plus. Our reward is their success.
At Giant, fresh ideas don't just happen. They burst with flavor. They're tossed in Old Bay and take shape before your very eyes. Our fresh ideas rise to the occasion and meet your satisfaction.
We've got fresh ideas, great values too. At Giant, my Giant.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. Now it's time to proceed with today's Giant Awards, and our first award goes to the fine team from Fallston High School. $380 and the award for $275 from Giant. Thank you, Lisa, Adam, and Matt. And here's the excellent team from Our Lady of Mount Carmel. 400 points, another award from Giant for $275. And now our winning team and winning score in Columbia, Maryland, it's 470 big points. Wilde Lake. So the award from Giant is $375. So congratulations, Matt, Brian, and Matt. We'll be seeing you again in the playoff match among first-round winners. Next week, it's another first-rounder, Centennial, Chesapeake, and McDonough. I'm Mac McGarry. Thanks, parents and teachers. Now, come on up here.